I was
Sort of
expecting
music.
the music. You had some music going before, and then I was
I
expecting the
didn't
music
have
to be there.
that music.
Yeah, the intro.
The intro. What?
It was. Yeah, it was quite a good intro.
Do we need an intro?
And today,
And today, this is the intro. Okay, well, you want music? I'm gonna play a song. I'm hoping that it's okay to play the song because it's really it's just music, and this gets me calm.
that was really loud.
Hoping really loud. Now it's gonna be loud. Is that loud?
No, that's not so loud now. So you just want to sit and listen?
If you want to, you can do whatever you want. You can talk and have it in the background.
So I've got a question. What is your take on duality?
Duality. You come up with some doozies this week. Duality. Yeah,
Yeah,
duality.
duality. Been hearing it a little bit, and I want to get your take on duality.
So dualities is when I was looking at dualities a while back, and it was from one of the monks in Germany. He talked about duality, and I think I shared that with you. And duality was just the two different things that exist that we know that's opposite to each other, right? So it's the good or the bad. And the best explanation for duality was the symbol of Taoism. Taoism is you know the circle, the snake that chases itself, which is the good and the bad, and it's got the eye. It has several meanings, right? It's yourself chasing yourself, and it shows balance. And duality is about balance. It's balancing the two, and there are times when we're at tipping points, when we get to a certain point that we are tipping more onto the bad side, and it is up to our own awareness about this duality, right? To realize that we're actually doing this, and when we realize that we're tipping ourselves more to the bad, then it's up to us to realize that it's happening and to sort of bring yourself back to do something on the better side, on the good side. And duality is about really being centered and realizing that these two need to coexist. So everything needs to coexist, the good, the bad. It's going to happen, and you'll see it. And in the end, really, it's about forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for it, because a lot of people won't forgive themselves.
So coexisting, yeah, that was something that came up, that we're just like, well, I was having a conversation the other day just about going to the shopping centre, and there's people from all different walks of life, but we're there for food, things that we need, that we've gone to. We may be crossing paths with people that have different beliefs and everything, but we're going about our way. But there's these times where things are forced upon us. How do we? Yes, the comments are open.
Come and join the
no
chat.
No idea where I'm going with this. All right, it's getting a little bit loud now.
I know, because I'm seeing people jump in, but they're not saying anything. But
okay, cool. Yeah, coexistence. So it comes down to coexistence. We all need to eat the same food. We want to put a roof over our heads, shelter, transportation. We want to be entertained. We want to entertain.
these are all wants and needs
Yep.
of a person. But then you ask the question about duality, it's about the existence. We are so fortunate to have such a diverse mixture of people and personalities in Australia without fear of being ourselves.
Morning, Joe. Welcome in.
Welcome, Joe. Joe, you always
Absolutely.
you always bring this level of knowledge, and it's that knowledge that that you possess that it is what we need. We need to have more of the knowledge out there. And I'm just going to remove the logo there so we can see.
That's better. So good morning, Joe. Yes, went to LinkedIn Local Northern Beach this week. And yeah, great to see some new people and also, reconnect with some old people too. Well, not like old, but like old as in older connections. Just going to sip my coffee here.
People that you've known and met, sort of reconnect. It's quite to reconnect with people in the past. let me just sort of help you
clarifying what old means.
And it seems like so what else is what's your take on duality?
Well, it's that coexistence thing, and I guess it's something it's coming up in conversation a lot more, and things that I'm seeing, reading, hearing. And it is that about having existing with two different points of view or beliefs and coming together on it. And I guess this is why I wanted to know your take on it, because it's something that, I've taken in and still processing it. So,
from the recent events, and many different events have happened that made me think of these things, is the emotions that drive us into acting. And it's these emotions that drive us into these actions. And as what we talked about in the past is when people are just reacting based on an emotion as opposed to responding. Responding is knowing all the facts and information and without prejudice, without all the things. We're trying to grab all the information from what you know from what you know from the other person as much as you can before you counteract. And that's a response, compared to a reaction is when you hear something and you simply quickly react to it, thinking that it might be an attack on you or something else. It's because that we are emotional people that we react so quickly that we don't realize or have the awareness inside of us, because of these emotions, that we react to many different things in our lives. Now, I do have a point here, and that point is really that it is normally one side of the duality that we are reacting to, and to have a better response is within the two dualities is to put yourself in the middle of everything and realizing, and it's a balancing act all the time, because we're dealing with so many different people, so many different interactions, counter interactions. It's happening through email, it's happening through voicemail, it's happening through a myriad of different communication tools that's out there, that we make many mistakes because we're human beings, that we make a mistake on what the communication was. And the key part to a lot of these things is staying centered, And that's the most important part of the dualities, is that trying to stay centered and neutral between the good and the bad. It's just being neutral and knowing that there's a good part of it and a bad part of everything, and you're not going to always know what another person might be, or might be in their position, because they're experiencing something different. So the only way that we can move towards or make decisions is based on trying to stay in that center position on anything. And that's the most important part of dualities. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Oh,
Totally. Like, it's coming back. It's sort of, it's hovering around. It's hovering around here.
One day it's going to go. That's gone.
But Joe, yeah, it's always nice to have a meeting. Doesn't really want to end. Have to push people out. So that was a bit of a reaction the other night, where the time had finished for the networking group, and people said, "Oh, got to go." And then there was a reaction of, "Oh, what? We get the message. All right, we better go." Oh, no, it's okay. You can stay. No, we get the message. But who are we to judge? Every life is so different to everyone else's, even with families.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, right? Although we do judge, because we make judgment calls every single day. We make judgment based on the information that we're given. And it is only really, it's only going to have a bad experience if you made a misjudgment or the communication wasn't clear.
To form an opinion or estimation of after careful consideration.
Oh, what are you looking up?
That's the meaning. Just interesting to see.
What was the
definitions?
The definition of what?
A judge.
A judge.
To form an opinion or estimation of after careful consideration.
Yeah, that's what a judge needs to do, right? Weigh every single argument and piece, and be that center. See, the judge is that center. Now, if one side, say from that courtroom situation, there's 2 points of view. One of them is definitely
See you, Joe.
Thanks for dropping in. Have a great and awesome weekend yourself. Love you. So yeah, the judge has to form that opinion between two arguments, two sides. Vic, how's it going?
Morning, Vic. Yep, just checking. Still morning.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have your?
Here in Sydney. Still morning. How are you, Vic?
We haven't done an evening live, because then we'd probably capture the evening people. It should
One way to find out.
It should be like a beer night. Have one beer, crack open one beer, and have a chat at night.
Wine group.
The wine group, like yesterday. Cheers, Muriel.
Great ideas there. So yeah, that was the question for today. Duality.
So what made you come across dualities?
Because I've been hearing it I've been hearing it, and then I've been wanting to know more about it.
In what respect? Like, how are you hearing it? Through TikTok, through conversations, through
conversations, through videos, or through conversations, whether it's in person or through videos and that. And yeah, it came down to coexistence. Just wanting to know more.
It's always good to know more.
So that was it, really.
I should come up with some questions for you now. So some questions.
Well, you're the master teacher.
Knowing
so the questions are for you.
Knowing what you know now from this interaction, what are you going to do about it?
Ask people about it. How it can be implemented into the things we are doing and the messaging. Actions. Taking the information and applying it. How? Don't know. But in that process.
Always staying center. Can we always stay centered in balance?
Like center of the video. Stay.
Yeah, apparently if you veer off on one side too far, people...
If you've got a view too far from one side.
And the angles aren't good, right? So you're going to have to...
So if we're on the right or left, do I continue to say, no, the left is better?
The right, the left.
Or the right.
The middle.
Or the center. Anyway, that's coffee chat for the morning.
Well, politics has that too. You've got the left and the right.
I don't know if you picked up there was some... I don't know if you picked up that there was some sort of sarcasm from me about all that.
No. Oh, really? I wouldn't have realised that. No. Politics. It's division, right? Because the left and the right. We both need to be liberal, but we also need to be conservative.
We need to have politainment in our lives.
Politainment? What's politainment?
I just heard it the other day.
Oh, wouldn't that be even better if governments run half and half?
That's totally absurd.
So it's no longer run based on who gets the most votes. It is run based on two sides, and they all have to find a way to agree.
Sure.
Is it possible?
Isn't it what happens now? Isn't it what we see?
No, they disagree like anything. They tell us bullshit. Tell me I'm wrong, people. Leave it in the comments. Tell me that I'm wrong.
All right, I'll leave a comment.
All right. I think that's enough for a coffee chat.
What's in the coffee?
We're about to hit a point where people are going to argue about specific things because they don't.
We can have duality here. Oh, welcome in, Andrew. Thanks for your comment.
I'm gonna have to remove that comment. And I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna block that person.
I'm gonna have to like. Can I hide it? Look, add block list. This comment right here. That is wrong.
Man, you got a free plug. Well done.
All right.
It won't be long until these lives get like the algorithm just goes, oh, they're live again. Put them to the bottom of the list. Put them to the bottom of the barrel. All right.
All right.
That's
Have
it.
a great weekend.
Catch you all later.